You think you know how to survive, think again. These 9 basic survival skills you think you've mastered might be the very reason you don't survive when disaster strikes. Sounds extreme? Stick around because what you're about to learn could literally save your life or seal your fate without you even knowing. Picture this. Jake, an ordinary guy, loves the outdoors, super confident, bought himself a fancy survival kit, knife, flashlight, fire starter, all brand new. One weekend he heads out for a simple hiking trip, no big deal, until the weather flips. Out of nowhere, a brutal storm hits, visibility 0. Trails? Gone. He's soaked, freezing, and suddenly realizes all that gear? Useless. Because he never really learned how to use it the right way. And that's when panic kicks in. This is the reality. Most people think they know the basics of survival: fire, water, shelter. But here's the ugly truth. Knowing the concept isn't the same as knowing how to do it when it actually matters. Today, I'm exposing the 9 survival skills everyone thinks they know, but most get dangerously wrong. And trust me, the mistakes we're about to uncover, they can cost you everything. Fire. Seems simple, right? Strike a match, flick a lighter, boom, flames. But here's the brutal truth. Most fires fail when it matters most. People grab damp sticks, toss on logs, and wonder why it won't catch. What they don't realize, the fire was doomed before it even started. The secret? It's all about airflow and tinder prep. But here's where most screw it up. They forget one critical detail that 90% of survival manuals don't emphasize. You need to create a micro-fire ecosystem. Tinder that's bone dry, kindling arranged like a teepee or log cabin to pull oxygen and protection from wind. Miss one step, your fire dies. And in freezing rain, that's a death sentence. Just find a stream and drink, right? Dead wrong? That crystal clear mountain stream could be crawling with parasites that'll drop you faster than hunger or cold. People think boiling is enough, but what if you have no pot, no fuel? Here's the mistake. Trusting DIY filters like sand and charcoal without knowing the one thing that makes them actually work. It's the order. Get the layers wrong. You're basically sipping swamp water. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to build it the right way, or better. How to purify water in under 5 minutes with one tool most people forget. I've got GPS, I'm fine. Famous last words. When batteries die or signals vanish, most people freeze, literally. Ever heard moss grows on the north side? Yeah, that's a myth in most regions. Or thinking the North Star is always visible? Nope. Here's the hard truth. You need at least 3 natural navigation tricks hardwired into your brain, like how to use a stick and your own watch to find direction, or how shadow sticks reveal more than any app ever could. Don't know. These, you're walking in circles until it's too late. Any cover is good enough, right? Wrong. A bad shelter doesn't just fail, but it makes you colder. People throw together branches over their head, but forget the most dangerous. Cold comes from below, ground insulation. Most ignore it, and that's why hypothermia strikes fast. The trick? Build a heat trap, not just a roof. Pine boughs, leaves, debris. It's not just for walls, it's for the floor. Miss this and you're basically sleeping in a freezer. Everyone packs a first aid kit, but here's what almost no one prepares for. Bleeding, real bleeding, a gash from a fall, a knife slip, and suddenly your life is measured in minutes. People think a Band-Aid or antiseptic fixes it. Nope. If you don't know how to apply pressure, use a tourniquet or treat for shock, you're in serious trouble. And the scariest part? You can improvise a tourniquet with one item that 99% of people carry. But almost no one knows how. People obsess over food. What am I going to eat? Truth bomb. You can survive weeks without food. But chasing rabbits, setting bad traps, burns more calories than it gains. The mistake? Wasting energy. The fix? Focus on low-energy, high-yield sources, edible plants, insects, simple deadfall traps. And trust me, the biggest danger isn't starvation. It's eating the wrong thing. One plant mistake, and it's game over. Screaming for help won't work. Waving hands, useless over distance. The right signaling can be the difference between rescue and rotting in the woods. But here's the twist. Most people build fires wrong for signaling. The key? Smoke. But not just any smoke. You need the right materials to create thick, black, visible plumes. Plus, did you know a small mirror, the size of a credit card, can signal a plane from 10 miles away? Most don't, and that's terrifying. This one's invisible, but deadly. People think survival is gear, tools, muscle. Nope, it's your mind. Panic kills more people than cold, hunger, or injury combined. Your brain will trick you, tunnel vision, bad choices, freeze responses. The survival skill no one talks about? Staying calm, decision-making under stress. And it's trainable right now. Simple breathing techniques, mental rehearsals, micro goals. Miss this, and none of the other skills matter. That fancy knife? Worthless if it's dull. Your multi-tool? Useless if it breaks. Most people never think about maintenance until it's too late. The key isn't just owning good tools. It's knowing how to sharpen, clean, and, most importantly, improvise replacements. With duct tape, paracord, scrap metal, you can fix or build almost anything, but only if you know how. Now you know. These 9 basic survival skills, the ones everyone thinks they've mastered, are exactly the ones that fail the most when it really counts. But not for you, because now you're not just someone with gear, you're someone with knowledge, the kind that saves lives. If this video opened your eyes, hit like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe, because trust me, the next video might be the one that saves you.